Everyone, my name is Colleen Webster with Absolutely Fit, and I'm here to bring you part 4 of your Patriots dorm room workout. Hopefully you guys have done the first 3 and are ready for some more. So just like the other workouts, 3 exercises, 3 sets. I hope you're ready to go. So first one, heel reaches. So you're going to come onto your back, have your knees bent, feet flat. You're going to tuck your chin into your chest, hands to your sides, reaching for those heels. So you want to be able to actually touch your heels so they're not too far away or too close. So just so you can actually just graze those fingertips on those heels. So tuck your chin, lift your upper back off the floor, and you're gonna alternate sides, switching from one side to the next, trying to reach past those heels. So when you're doing this, as you're lifting up your shoulders and keeping them off the floor, you're working your rectus and transverse abdominis muscles, your 6-pack ab muscles. As you're twisting to reach towards those heels, hello obliques on the side. Woo, I'm already feeling it. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. How we doing? Really twist and reach. Let's do 2 more each. Twist, twist, and relax. Good. So you're going to stay on your back. Actually, you're going to stay on the floor and come onto your side. We're going to do side lying leg lifts. So you can keep yourself propped up like this or down the floor like this. Either way, it's up to you. Stack your feet, point your toes up to your knees so they're in a flexed position. Have your other hand in front of you to kind of keep you from falling on your face. And you're just going to lift that leg nice and high, squeeze on the side here, and then inhale, come down without touching your feet together. So try to keep it in that constant state of tension the whole time. So exhale up and squeeze, inhale back down. And I really want you to give it a little extra squeeze at the top here. Trying to just to lift and lower, actually work those muscles, right? That's the whole point. Woo, starting to feel that tension build. You're gonna feel this in your abductor muscles, ABD, abductor, on the outside, as well as the side of your glutes. Hello. And then take that top leg and bring it over that bottom leg so your foot is flat, and keep that other foot flexed, and you're gonna do the other leg on the inside, your adductor muscles. You're gonna squeeze and drop without touching the floor. So it's not as big of a movement as that top leg was, as you can see. Making sure you're keeping your hips stacked so you're not rolling backwards or rolling too far forward. You want a nice straight line from that top hip to the bottom hip. Woo! Now really squeeze that inner thigh as you lift. Keep that foot flexed. Exhale up, squeeze, inhale down. One more right here. Woo! And then switch sides. So I'm just gonna change direction so I get the other legs. Okay, top leg, hips are stacked. Exhale up, inhale down. Try to lift as high as you can without losing that control. Squeeze as you lift. If it's too hard, you can kind of rest at the bottom for a second and actually touch your feet together. And just like always, I'll give you ways to modify to level up the intensity of the workout if you want it. So let's just get through the basics on this first set. On that second and third sets, I'll tell you how to give it just a little more oomph to keep that challenge there for you. Let's do one more. And then cross that leg over, foot flat, foot flex on the bottom leg, squeeze and lift. Don't let it touch the ground if you can. Make sure, especially on this one, it's easier for that top hip to start rolling back. So use that hand in the front that's on the floor here to help keep you in one straight line so those hips are nice and stacked, perpendicular to the floor. Squeeze that inner thigh as you lift. Woo, feeling that burn. All right, Patriots, give me 2 more. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down, and rest. Okay. How about we do some push-ups with a rotation? So, what you're gonna do, I unfortunately got my extra results back that my foot is healing, but it's not fully healed. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm taking it easy where I can, and I'm gonna do my push-ups on my knees. So how about we all do them on our knees for the first set, and if it's too easy, then you can go up on the second set, and I'll show you when, or how to do that. So, wrists under your shoulders, knees onto the floor, put your feet and knees together, dig your toes into the ground. So what that means is actually dig them in. Not this, dig them in. That's gonna help stabilize your hips, okay? So, ready? Shoulders out of your ears. Make sure those wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Look about a foot or two in front of your fingertips. Give me a push-up. And then you're gonna rotate to the side. So stacking that leg still, right? This bottom knee stays on the ground. This one lifts up. Come back. Give me another push-up. And then switch sides. So we're kind of going into a side plank here. So inhale down, exhale up, side plank. Really make sure those hips are lifted. You should feel on the side that's on the floor. Side plank, other side. Getting a little more out of the core today by doing these side plank rotations, push-up rotations with that side plank. Woo! If you're on carpet with these knees, you might feel a little bit there if you don't have a yoga mat. I decided not to use mine today, just to make it more authentic for our last one. How we doing, Patriots? Woo! First set, almost there. This is our last exercise of that first set. How about we do one more each? Lift, keep those hips lifted, there you go. Other side. And come back to the center. All right, first set is done. Doing okay? Of course you are. You are stronger than you think. So, grab a sip of water if you want, otherwise we're going right into set two. So heel reaches. Whew, okay. Back to your floor, lower back pressing against that floor. Feet are hip distance, you can touch those heels. How do I make this one harder? Why don't we add in a little extra crunch in between? So you're gonna crunch up and go side to side, come back down, and keep that crunch there in that center. So come all the way down, exhale, crunch it up, twist, twist, center, down, lift, twist, twist, center, down. Do you feel that extra burn right where that belly button is? Good. You should. If not, crunch up a little higher. Exhale up, keep those shoulders out of those ears. I know I'm feeling it. Doing great, keep it up. 2 more, come on. Fight for it. Last one. And done. Okay. Back to our side lying leg lifts. How are we gonna make these harder if you want it? Let's add a pulse in there. So 2 pulses at the top. So ready? Hips are stacked, top leg going up. Pulse, pulse, drop down without touching. Pulse, pulse. That little extra pulse gets a little bit extra burn. Remember to breathe. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release. Just that little bit goes a long way, doesn't it? Woo. Love it. Sexy thighs in the making. Everyone wants sexy thighs, guys or girls, right? Come on. How about 2 more? We're really getting that burn. Keep those hips stacked. And drop it, foot flat. I can't get mine quite flat because my foot's been broken on this foot, but double pulse on this leg too. Ready? Squeeze, squeeze, and then release. Don't hit the floor. If you can, keep that foot off the floor the whole time. Remember, keep those hips stacked on this one especially. It's easy to roll back. Ooh, extra burn means extra sweat. Pulse, pulse. Breathe, breathe. Squeeze, squeeze. How about 1 more? And switch sides. All right. Do you guys see? I'm sweating up a storm here. Love it. Feet stacked, top leg. Let's go. Pulse, pulse, drop down. Do you notice you're also engaging your abs? You should be every exercise. The stronger your core, the stronger everything else will be. Yeah. So that's why I start with core usually, because I don't want you to fatigue and save it for the end, and then you're not getting as good of a core workout. But remember, in case you don't do core, really just think about activating your core with every exercise. Squeeze it here, and then release. One more. And drop it down. Other leg, foot flex, and our toes up towards that knee. Pulse, pulse, and release. Oh yeah. Really get all you can of that extra pulse, meaning an extra squeeze each time, right? Ooh, feeling good. 2 more. Give me that extra squeeze. And release. Push-ups with rotation. All right. How are we gonna make this one harder? For those of you who can, go ahead and do it on your toes. I'm gonna stay on my knees for all 3 sets, but I'm still gonna tell you how to level it up for your own workout, right? Okay. You ready? On your toes or on your knees, feet together, toes into the ground, and begin. Inhale down, exhale up. Whoops, I'm a little close to my bed. Rotate up, hip. Staying nice and square, right? Down, up, switch sides. Make sure those hips don't drop as you go into that side plank. And if you're on your toes, you should be for the side plank too, right? There you go. Don't forget about that. Keep lift up, really lift high on that side plank. Squeeze it to those obliques. You guys got it. Reach that hand towards the ceiling on those side planks. Breathing to help you get through the exercise. Let's do 2 more each. Abs are firing up. All right, guys, last ones. You got it. Lift high. Get low. Woo, knee just popped. And come back to center. Okay. Second set is done. We've got 1 more to go. How are you feeling? A little tired, a little sweaty, a little red face, a lot of breath. Good, then you're right there with me. Grab a sip of water if you want it. Always good to stay hydrated. Otherwise, let's go right into our 3rd set. Heel reaches. Okay. If you felt like that second set option was hard enough, stick with it on this set with that extra crunch in the center, right? If you want to make it even harder, keep everything how we had in the second set, but add on a little weight. You can have a dumbbell, a plate, add it to your chest or on your belly, and then do everything with that on you. Ha-ha. So, if you don't have a weight handy, you can use something like a candle, whatever you can find that adds a little extra weight to make it just a little bit harder, okay? Otherwise, if you want a little extra and you don't have weights handy, let's add that second pulse in for this one, shall we? So, feet hip distance, toes straight ahead, be able to touch your heels, tuck your chin, and let's go up. Pulse, 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 center, down. Got it? Squeeze, squeeze, double squeeze each side. Woo! Get a little bit extra wherever you can. And it doesn't always mean adding sets or adding reps. It just means making those reps and sets just a little bit harder within themselves. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, verbally, at least you will feel the difference physically by doing that second pulse, right? Woo! Remember to breathe when it gets difficult. Let that breath help you through it. Remember, this is our last set, guys. Come on. Give me what you got. Make your workout count. Every rep, every set. But now I just want you to empty that tank out here with whatever you've got left. Let's do one more. And down. Woo. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay, you know what's next, side lying leg lifts. How do you make this one harder? I don't have them handy, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Ankle weights. Strap them right on those ankles. Right? Makes sense. Add a little extra weight, gives a little extra more. If you don't have ankle weights like I don't, let's do 3 pulses this time. Yes, you heard it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Down, don't touch. Back up. 3, 2, 1. And as soon as you start feeling that burn, that muscle starting to twitch, starting to engage even more, that doesn't mean stop. That means see if you can push out just a couple extra reps, right? That's not your stopping point, that's your keep going point. That's where if you keep going after you start feeling that burn, you just get whatever extra reps you can in until you're like, I really physically can't do any more. That's how you get stronger, better, and faster. I'm starting to feel it. That means we're gonna push it out a few more. And if you've already hit your breaking point, that's okay too, but push yourself, challenge yourself to find those new limits. And rest. Cross that leg over, pulses on the bottom, foot flex, toes up to the knee, and begin. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're not rolling backwards. Keeping those hips square so that they are perpendicular to the floor. Whew. Also engaging that core, right? You know how that goes. Ooh, I'm really feeling it already. So if I was to come over, punch you in the stomach, you would tighten your abs, right, to protect yourself. That's what I mean. Engage those ab muscles every time you lift. This one's even harder than that top leg, huh? Let's do one more. And switch sides. If you guys aren't feeling it, I need you to give me a little bit more, okay? Go with that hardest option. Legs stacked, feet flexed, hand in front, triple pulse, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Down, don't touch the feet. Keep that resistance in that muscle that you're trying to work, that outer thigh. Let me see what you got in those triple pulses. And I don't just mean just move your leg an inch. I want you to actually squeeze it every time you're pulsing it. Otherwise, what's the point? You need to challenge yourself, right? That's how you get stronger. You're not doing this video for nothing. We want results. Breathing through it. 2 more. I'm feeling it. Maybe my left leg is weaker. I don't know. Woo, last one. And leg down. Adductor time. Foot flex, toes up to the knee. Let's go. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Release. Not touching the floor though. Keep that tension there. You guys got it. And remember, one of my favorite quotes, what does not challenge you will never change you. Think about that one as we finish these leg raises. What do I talk about challenging, right? You need to challenge your body with each exercise. Otherwise, you won't get the results. You won't get that change you're looking for in your body. So keep that burn there. How about 2 more? Last one. And release. Okay. Push-ups with rotation. How do we make this one even harder? If you're already doing them on your toes, stay with that. If you weren't, try them on your toes if you can, right? If you have 2 working feet. And if you are already doing it on your toes, you're like, okay, what else can we do? And you're already doing your side planks on your toes, right? So you didn't have that bottom knee down. You can add in extra reps of the push-ups. Right? Instead of 1, maybe do 2 or 3. Kind of challenge yourself, see what works for you. Okay. Or you can give me a double pulse at the bottom of that push-up. We're doing it, already doing the pulses, each one. Let's do that one, all right? Choose your option. I gave you several to choose from. I'm staying on my knees for these push-ups. So we're gonna do 2 pulses at the bottom of that push-up. and then go into that side rotation. Ready? Last set, best set, let's go. Pulse, pulse, lift, twist, lift those hips. Give me a pulse, pulse here. Ha-ha. You thought it was only pulse, pulse in the push-ups, didn't you? Pulse, pulse, a little hip dip, if you will, right? Pulse, pulse, lift, pulse, pulse, drop. And make sure you're not looking directly down during this push-ups, because look at that neck. Look up. That's why I tell you about a foot in front of your fingertips, right? Pulse, pulse. Hopefully you're still on your toes. Otherwise, drop to your knees, but don't stop the workout, okay? Always take the modifications if you need it. Because winners never quit, and quitters never win. And none of y'all are quitters watching my videos, because you are Patriots and you are fighters, which means you are winners. I know you're starting to feel that burn, right? That's good. Keep it there. Remember what I said about starting to feel that burn. Let's do 2 more each. Woohoo, last set, best set. Give me that big hip dip. Okay, 1 more each. Can you get a little bit lower? Yes, you can. That's always the answer. Big hip dips here. Other side. Big hip dip. And neutral. And you guys are done. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me on this last Patriots dorm room workout. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're out of breath like I am. Go ahead and grab some water. Don't chug it if you're breathing like I am, because you don't want to choke. So stay hydrated, stay consistent, stay persistent, and you will get to your goals. Thanks again, guys.